and welcome to BOTB head office in Parsons Green, South West London. It's Monday the 18th of December and we're here to judge last week's cash competition, which ran from the 11th to the 17th of December. I'd like to hand over to Leon Farr from Onside Law, who'll be overseeing today's proceedings.
Good morning, my name is Leon Farr from Onside Law and I'll be overseeing the judging this morning. Firstly, I can confirm that the competition data has already been sent to the auditors Wilkins Kennedy. I would now like to introduce today's judges and ask them to pick a car out of the bag to determine their seating position. First up we have Mr. Trevor Weaver.
Morning, Leon.
Morning, Trevor.
Good morning, I'm Trevor Weaver. I've been refereeing now for over 30 years. Green.
Next up we have Mr. Matt Cannon.
Morning, Leon.
Morning, Matt.
Morning, my name's Matt Cannon. I'm a senior county referee and a footballer. I last played football yesterday. Orange.
Next up we have Hugh Gilroy. Morning, Hugh.
Hi, my name's Hugh Gilroy. I'm a referee, mentor, tutor and qualified observer.
Thank you.
Blue.
Fourth up we have Mr. Leo Donnellan.
Morning, Leo.
Morning, Leo.
Good morning, my name is Leo Donnellan. I'm an ex-professional football player and played with Chelsea, Fulham and Leyton Orient. Red.
Next we have Mr. Andy Braithwaite.
Morning, Leon.
Morning, Andy.
Good morning, my name is Andy Braithwaite and I'm a football referee and mentor.
Okay, Andy.
Purple.
And finally we have Mr. Alan Goma.
Morning, Leon.
Morning, Alan.
Good morning, my name is Alain Goma. I'm an ex-professional footballer. I played for Paris Saint-Germain, Newcastle and Fulham. White.
Thank you. Okay, judges, please mark on the screen where you think the centre of the ball should be. I'll ask you to do this individually for a few minutes before justifying your position. I'll then ask you all to come to a panel decision on the central screen. Thank you, judges. Okay, Hugh, if you could talk us through why you placed your blue cross there, please.
Yep, so I just think, from looking at this player's eye line, I think he's on looking kind of just past the player in blues, looking sort of through the back of the green player, looking over his head. I think the ball's come in from the left-hand side. He's jumped, not quite at the top of his jump, I don't think, but it looks to me like he's going to flick it on. And so I think it's coming in at this angle. It's a little bit above his head because I think he's still rising to meet it. But from his eye line, I think he's looking like that. And that's why I placed the cross there.
Thanks, Hugh. Leo, yours is the red cross there. If you could explain why you put it where you did.
Yeah, mine's a red cross. I think this player is above that player, so I think he's going to win this header. He looks quite comfortable with his body shape. You know, his shoulders are up, but he looks quite relaxed, so I think he's comfortably going to win the header. I think this player is quite close to him, but I don't think he's going to challenge for the ball, so I believe this player is obviously going to win the header. This lad is on looking, so I've got a bit of direction from him, but predominantly I've judged it from this player. So I think if you look at his forehead, his brow is frowning, he's concentrating on the ball. So I think it's just before him and just in front of him. So that's predominantly I've used him to judge where I thought the ball would be.
Thanks, Leo. Okay, Trevor, yours is the green cross here. If you could talk us through why.
Yes, well I'm all more or less on that same line. Where I would disagree, if the ball was over here, in my opinion, his head would be tilted back further. Okay, his eyes are looking pretty well up that way, but taking into consideration this player's eyes as well, and the fact that he hasn't tilted his head as much as these would indicate, I decided the ball would be there.
Thanks, Trevor. Matt, yours is the orange cross just here. If you could talk us through why you placed it there, please.
Yeah, I'm in agreement with both Hugh and Leo. I think the ball is just coming into him. I think looking at his body, he's leaning slightly back. He's on his way up. And I think it's one of those headers where he's going to flick it on. And this guy knows he's going to flick it on, so he's just sort of trying to almost stop him. He's not pushing him, he's coming back into him, and he's sort of stopping him coming into him. And I think his eye's looking straight up. I don't think it's looking out into the distance here. I think it'll be have too far to come for his expression, and I think he's going to head it, flick it on.
Thanks, Matt. Andy, yours is the purple one just here. If you could talk us through your thoughts.
Thanks, Leon. Unfortunately, I disagree with the majority of my colleagues here. I believe the ball's dropping into this zone here. The guy in blue he's not going to affect the challenge at all. He's just fending off. It's just like this guy's probably just backed into him. The reason I feel that if the ball's dropping in from here is that, again, his brow is furrowed here. He's looking directly up. He's got total control of the ball, as far as I'm concerned, or he will have total control of the ball. So that's why I feel it's dropping in here. That's why I've placed my purple cross there.
Thanks, Andy.
Thank you.
And Alan, yours is just the white cross here. If you could talk us through your thinking, please.
Yeah, my cross is the further away. What I think is, it's probably a cross or a set piece. We got the goal in the background, and the ball is coming from the left. I think the player in green is attacking the ball and he's going to win the challenge. I think looking at his left shoulder, is he's like pushing up. He's on his way up. I think he's not at the top of his jump. And I think there's still a bit of time for the ball to reach him. That's why I put my cross, a bit more, towards the left.
Mm-hmm. Thanks, Alan. Okay, judges, please now come to a panel decision on the central screen.
Okay, so yeah.
Bit disagreement really.
Yeah. Should we start with this one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Start on the
Yeah.
We all agree on roughly that.
Yeah, that's about there.
That's
That's
what
for
I
me
reckon.
in the
That's
top corner.
Just a touch down.
Yeah, towards the corner.
Yeah.
That's,
Oh, sorry. Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
Pretty much that's excellent.
just starts.
Okay.
From the magnifying glass on the green man's eyes.
He's looking pretty steep.
Yeah.
If we were taking, it would be a lot closer than what any of us have gone. If you're taking
On his
and a
eyes.
steep.
Yeah.
Now, 3 of us are on that line.
That's actually four,
Yeah, just
isn't it?
above that blue line.
No, I'm talking about that 2 up and 2 across. There's 3 of us on that angle, roughly.
Yeah.
So there. So that's 3 of us thinking he's looking at that point.
Well, and even Andy's.
But from a line,
Same
yeah,
line.
and then Alan's on the same line. Trevor's slightly lower.
Like that.
So
it's
it's
towards
towards
the
the red cross.
Just like looks
Yeah,
to
yeah.
the right.
So how many squares are there?
That's 2 from that blank one. That's that one there you're talking about. That's the one he's got.
So if you start from the left, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, just into the 6th or on the line of the net.
That's it.
Five, isn't it?
So this one.
Yeah, on that line
Yeah.
of that, the 6th bit. That would go through there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah.
So you're gonna.
So look at some high.
But you see,
Yeah.
It's looking quite steep actually.
Yeah, it's difficult to get an average. I mean,
Yeah.
an
Yeah.
average of where we're going through the middle
Yeah.
is fine. But if you take that as an eye line from both of them, it's steeper.
Yeah.
That's the, and so it's. I mean, if you drew lines on your
Sorry.
Yeah.
between the white and the purple, how does that look?
If we go 2 up.
Like that, you mean?
Yeah.
So through the red.
Yeah.
So
So we
you
get
like that?
we get an idea of
What
a.
about, sorry?
So we're looking at the second one up. And look there.
Yeah. So come up 3. So that's kind of where we've drawn the blue
Where the
line.
blue line is,
Yeah.
isn't it? So
Yeah.
let's
But
put
we're
one in
saying
there.
that
Have a
average
look.
is
Where
kind of in that 3rd square.
Yeah.
So 1, 2, 3 in this one,
With that
like
blue
on the
square.
blue line.
Just right on the blue line in the 4 square. In there.
Ah, yeah.
Put
Okay.
across there for now.
Somewhere in the middle of
There.
What about?
On this,
further up.
keep going,
further up,
keep
further
going,
up.
keep going. Yeah,
Right, yeah.
go for that.
Touch up.
A little bit higher.
It's a bit higher.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think it should go lower than that,
I do too.
But that's what we come down at fraction there. So can you make the farmer?
Because height-wise, you want to be closer to us on 4,
Yeah.
don't you?
Yeah,
To
yeah.
that, if you've taken an average.
Yeah.
Mm.
So you kind of want to be, what, there?
Yeah.
In the second, third row.
So yeah, this is where we are, I think.
Yeah. Yeah, 1, 2 in the second row
Yeah.
of the net, I mean.
We can agree on that. I mean,
It's a tricky
I'm.
one.
It's a difficult compromise.
Yeah, it's a tricky one to compromise on as well, but.
I feel that obviously three to four people are looking in that cluster. If it was all spotted around, I think, yeah, but with the 3, I think we've got to look more at that 3. Obviously, discluded to me, not a problem. But within that 3, that's where 3 have actually thought roughly the same idea.
Okay.
So if
Happy with that,
Yeah, I'm happy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
Good,
fair.
yeah.
Okay, judges, anyone else got anything else to add, or are we happy with those coordinates collectively? Okay. Excuse me on that. Okay, so the coordinates selected are 7, 6, 8, 6, 8, 8. That's 7, 6, 8, 6, 8, 8. Thank you, judges. These coordinates will now be passed to Wilkins Kennedy to calculate the winner of the competition, and they will then inform best of the best. But for today, that concludes the judging process. Thank you.